Gamers, welcome back to another Lost Ark video. Today, this video is going to be pretty straightforward. It is a video specifically around crafting and Stronghold crafting. More specifically, I'm going to try to walk you through it, baby steps, explain like I'm 5, Stronghold crafting for dummies. And I'm even going to go super in-depth and explain to you how I list my fusion materials. Because another thing that I typically get on these videos when I make them is people saying their fusion materials don't sell or whatever. I will literally hold your hand as much as possible in this video. That being said, if you like the video, you know what to do. Helps me the channel out, etc, etc. Let us get on with the video. First of all, I'm going to assume you have absolutely no idea what you're doing when it comes to Stronghold crafting. What I do is I just do fusion materials, 1, because I'm lazy, 2, because they're pretty much always profit on my server. Makes sense? You do not have to follow in my footsteps. You are free to expand into the massive world of other items. Something to keep in note, though, special tab bonuses do not apply to the other tabs. Obviously, at the Stronghold effects over here, if you scroll down, you'll see there will be these special tagged things like crafting cost on special minus 6%. That will not apply to anything not in the special tab. So there are different structure setups and outfit setups in the manner for different focuses, I guess you would say. Structure and outfit wise, I have another video I will link in the description that goes more over this stuff. I'm not going to go over it super closely here, but basically I use the ANSM-L. This is one of the best structures in the game. You could only buy it during, I believe it was last Christmas, in the shop for blue crystals. And then I use the train. It's just a platinum founder pack. I'm not sure if it's platinum only, but I bought the Platinum Founder Pack and I have it, so that's what I use. If I didn't have the train, I would use basically anything that had... Let's see here. If I can find something that I would use. All effects, cost reduction. There we go. I can search by cost reduction. So probably this, Divine Protection. Because I think that is the best. Yes, so I would use Divine Protection if I didn't have the train. Capiche? Capiche. Now, as far as crafting goes, I craft red fusion materials. I used to craft a lot of purples. Purples are still very profitable. It's completely up to you which you choose to craft. If you're very brand new baby bird style of crafting for profit and listing, and you don't really know what you're doing necessarily, I would probably craft superior Areha fusions. And the main reason is the quantity of superior Arehas moved per day is significantly more than prime Arehas. So you are much more likely to get a quicker turnover, and I know that's a lot of people's fears when they start doing this, that they will lose money. Ultimately, I think it's very hard to lose money crafting fusion materials, and I will show you why in a moment. I will be going over to the crafting calculator that I use, and I will be shouting out the man who made it. It used to be the Excel sheet, but he has now created a website. He is a good man, and I love him very much. Let us go over to said website. Here we are. LA Tools. He has a Discord for this. So, if you have specific questions about stuff, go there, right here. And I will put the link to this website in the description. And it was made by this man right here. I love saying his name over and over. It is Teppik. He's from Asta La Vista, EU Central. So thank you, Tepish. I love your Excel sheet, and I love now this website. The website is clean looking. It has many different things, actually. And obviously some of this stuff is coming soon, but it already has it on the spreadsheet, like the Mari store, engravings, raid loot. drop calculator works currently, but crafting calculator is what we are here for. Now, I'm going to go over this very straightforwardly, and you can see exactly what I use this for and what I don't use this for. I use this for fusion materials, and I don't use this for literally anything else. Because again, I said I'm lazy. And some money is better than no money. Now, all you got to do is simply input the material cost prices of the things on your server. So, for fusion materials, the only things ever worth using for crafting fusion materials have been fish and relics. So I don't bother with meat. Meat is just, nah, meat is not it. And I don't plan on crafting food, so I don't really care about meat. So I input the price of fish, and I input the price of relics. I've already done this, so it saves you a little bit of time on the video. So these are the current prices when I did it a little bit ago. The next thing you need to do is put in the prices of superior arrejos and prime arrejos, or whatever you're looking to craft. In this case, I only care about fusions, so I only did fusions. Last thing you need to do is go over here to the settings tab, and then you input crafting cost reduction, crafting great success chance, crafting time reduction, crafting energy reduction, and then he also splits it up to special cost, special great success, special time reduction, special energy reduction. It doesn't really matter. I could take away this 10 here and make it 14 here. As long as I'm crafting special, it doesn't matter. This only matters if you plan on doing, like, alternate items that aren't under the special tab, like special, because this only applies to special tab, right? Makes sense. And again, let me pop back in game just to show you where you can find that one more time. You can find it in 2 different places. You can find the crafting cost reduction, energy cost reduction, and time reduction if you go to the material you want to see the reductions applied to directly. So like I click on Prime Areja Fusion material and I can see directly the application here. The only thing you can't see doing it this way is the great success chance. So the way you have to see great success chance is by going over here on the left side of our screen. We go over to effects, we scroll down, and we look here at crafting workshop effects. These are going to be the effects you want to look at. So I have 4% crafting cost in general, and then I have 6% for special. I have 10% great success chance for special. I have 4% general, etc., etc. You just input this information into the website. Capiche? Hopefully makes sense. Then, once you do that, we hop on over to the interesting part, which is going to be down here. This is where we get, how you say, the profit. So you'll see here, with all my stats and all my prices on everything, currently, you're making about 89 gold on average profit per craft. You're making about 261 gold per hour, and this is crafting prime arejas with fish. The second best is going to be superior arejas with relics. You make about 66.8 a craft, 244 an hour. And then it also shows you the energy cost here, but it's irrelevant. Unless you're doing other things, you'll never run out of energy. And everything else is negative, except superior arejas with fish is a little profit, but I would not recommend doing that. So like I said, I would recommend starting out, if you're brand new, start out with purple arejas, superior areja fusion materials, because they move quicker. They have a quicker turnaround time. The next thing, people always ask me, Chris, I put the thing up, but it no sell. What do? Now, I'm going to try to explain this as best as I can, okay? So let's take my server prices right now. And since I have a pretty good feel for the market in terms of supply versus demand, let's look at it like this. So if I were to list superior areja fusion materials, there's 2 things I want to do. I want to look at where the big wall of fusion materials are currently. Okay, there's 3 things I want to do. First, I want to look at the wall. So the big wall is at 33 gold, right? There's a tiny wall forming at 32, but it could easily be purchased out, like very easily, because superior arejas, you can cycle hundreds of thousands of these a day. A very big supply, very big demand. And this is exactly why I suggest doing superiors over primes, because primes are much slower, the supply is much lower, the demand is much lower. It can feel a little bit scarier, I guess. I don't know. But in this case, that I would look at the wall price. The next thing I would do, I would look at the price of trade skill materials. I would see, are they going down? Are they going up? Where's the trend? Is it trending up or down? Obviously for fish, right now, fish have went down about 50 gold in the last day. Why? Who knows? It doesn't really matter. Even if fish drop significantly from here, I would still be making a profit, which is what I was saying earlier. It's really hard to lose money. But it's good to know if prices are trending down. But on everything else, it doesn't seem like prices are moving at all. It's just the white fish that dropped in price. And it doesn't seem like they're dropping any more. It seems pretty standard around 255 right now. There's hardly any up, and then there's like 1,000 up for 257, which is hardly any. So this could easily spike back up. If I had money on me right now, I would actually buy a bunch of fish right now, because I think this is a good price to buy them. The next thing, and the last thing that I would look at before I list, is what day of the week it is. So, on reset, there are going to be more people honing. This makes sense, right? Obviously, everything gets reset. People get more materials. People get more gold to hone with. People get new honing materials to craft gear with to hone. So if it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, more fusion materials are going to be cycling, typically, as opposed to the latter half of the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Obviously, people are still going to be honing on those days, but maybe not necessarily as much, so it's just something to keep in mind. That being said, Brother Chris, what would you place these at? Well, it depends. If I'm really worried about money and getting my money back, I would put these at 32 gold for one day. If I didn't necessarily care about the money and I was totally okay with waiting, I would list these for 33 gold for 3 days. Reason being, if you list it at 33 gold for one day, it's almost definitely not selling. But if you list it for 33 3 days, it could definitely sell. And the reason why I think it might be an okay idea to list at 33 in this case is, again, because, like I said, you look at the fish. Yes, fish have went down 50 gold in the last day or so, but there's not very many up. Like, you have 1,000 at 257, and then you have 875 at 260. But that's really not that many. Like, this quantity is not very big. So it's totally reasonable that these could easily go back up a little bit. I think it's something to keep in mind is when material prices change, overcorrections happen. Typically every single time. Things overcorrect by way too much. So it's important to be aware of that. Because it's like, even if I sold this at 31 gold, I would still be making money. Here, let me show you just for peace of mind. So we can easily see this. All my prices are still the exact same. I dropped purples down to 31 gold. I'm still making 167 gold an hour. Obviously for fish, you would be looking at fish for reds. I know I was looking at fish for relic. You get what I'm saying though. But I would still be making 167 gold an hour with superior Rehas crafted with relics. Let's say it goes down to 30 gold. I'd still be making 90 gold an hour. And this is with the same material prices that I would have bought at originally. 29 gold. I would still be making a little bit of money. So prices would have to go absolutely bananas in order for you to lose money. Which is why I feel pretty good about buying when I think trade skill prices are dipping lower than they should be. And this is also why I say be aware of overcorrections in prices, because it can happen, and it does happen very often. Okay, I think that's it. Hopefully this helped you guys at least a little bit. Also, I did want to show off this. People always say, arm tier swiper. Look, man, I'm telling you, this is just free money. And obviously, lucky drops, you get a ton of money from this. I found a bracelet off Relic Gate 6, sold it for 200k. I'm making this into a video later on just to kind of show how much money I can make in, like, X amount of times. I'm not doing it, like, super sweatily. I'm just kind of letting stuff accumulate. But this is hundreds of thousands of gold just sitting here. And you can see, it's been 5 days since I've left the first mail in here. Or 6 days. Basically, this shit makes you a lot of money. You just have to actually do it. And obviously, the main thing about crafting fusion materials is the fact that it ties up some of your money. And yes, this is true. I will not argue that. However, I have never had a problem with this because I've always looked at it as like a buffer or like a bank. I have money banked. And if I really need that money, I can get it pretty much instantly whenever I want it. You just need to have a small little bankroll in order to continue the process afterwards. So when I need money, I'll get it out and I will spend it. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? So like when I do my raids for the week, the gold, I don't spend it on anything. What I will do is I will just sit here. I'll be like, oh, I'm out of fish. I need to buy some fish. I'll do this. Click buy. Bing, bang, boom. I'll be good. That's really all there is to it. So I just bank my money in fusion materials because fusion materials make me money over time for me doing quite literally nothing. And then when I need the gold, I will have a way to instantly get it if I need it now or want it now. It just depends on what I want to do and when I want to do it. If I needed the gold now, I would sell it at 31 gold. If I didn't, I would sell it at 33 or 32, whatever. You know what I mean? Anyways, hopefully, this helps you guys. That's really the goal. There's nothing secretive here. I've been doing this quite literally since the dawn of this game. There are many people who do it better than me. There are many people who do it on a higher quantity scale than me. But that's it. That's the video. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it. Leave a comment down below. All that good stuff. It's Brother Chris out. I love you all. Thank you, as always. Thank you to my YouTube members. Blitzel, Remix My Life. I'm Nufu, Airzyke, Peachy, Jacob, and all my tier 1s, It's Biscuits, Ender, Diz, and Clouded. You guys are the best. Mwah, mwah. Bye.